Jean-Michel also realized that the same Earth-Moon diagram not only fits perfectly over Stonehenge, but it also encodes its dimensions in feet rather than miles. This reveals a design connection between ancient Egypt and the Neolithic United Kingdom. It is worth recognizing that the ancient Egyptian civilization shared a similar timeline with Stonehenge. We've already seen how the meter was encoded at Thornborough, where the 3 henges were laid out to mirror the belt of Orion. In the Orion Mystery, Robert Bauval and Adrian Gilbert showed that the 3 pyramids of Giza mirror the same 3 stars. Archaeological evidence of crude bone and antler tools proves that the builders of henges were indeed our ancestors. However, the architects of these monuments encoded advanced knowledge of Earth, Sun, Moon, and the speed of light. In Before the Pyramids, Knight and Butler explain what they call the megalithic or large stone system of measurement. As you'll see later, this system was used not only in Neolithic times, but is still secretly being used in modern cities. The Earth rotates 366 times a year relative to the stars. A sidereal day is 236 seconds less than a mean solar day. Over the year, that amounts to the Earth rotating 1 extra day relative to the stars. In recognition of this fact, the megalithic system is based on a circle divided into 366 degrees, rather than the 360 degrees we are used to. Consider also that the Earth is 366% the size of the Moon. Each of these 366 degrees is then divided into 60 minutes, and each minute is further divided into just 6 seconds. Each second of arc is finally divided into 366 megalithic yards on the Earth. Only in the megalithic system is 1 second of arc equal to 1 second of time of the Earth turning on its axis, so 366 megalithic yards is equally 1 second of arc and 1 second of time. This system also creates a beautiful cosmic harmony because 1 second of arc on the Moon measures exactly 100 megalithic yards, and 1 second of arc on the Sun measures exactly 40,000 megalithic yards. Knight and Butler say that, quote, "the whole system is virtually miraculous, making our modern approach to measurement systems look primitive," end quote. By unifying time and arc measurement on Earth, Moon, and Sun, the ancients created an elegant and practical system. Stonehenge's actual henge is 366 megalithic yards in circumference. The second largest pyramid at Giza fits within a circle having a diameter of 366 megalithic yards. Knight and Butler additionally show that weights and measures such as the pound and the pint appear to be derived from the megalithic system. Absolute zero is the theoretical coldest possible temperature where all molecular motion ceases. If temperature were measured from 0 for freezing ice to 366 degrees for boiling water, absolute zero would be exactly 1,000 degrees below zero. Alexander Thom reverse-engineered the megalithic yard after surveying thousands of sites in the United Kingdom. He defined the megalithic yard as 2.722 feet, plus or minus 2 1,000ths of a foot. Robin Heath and Jean-Michel had reason to believe this value was ever so slightly off by 0.2%. They defined what they call an astronomical megalithic yard in the lost science of measuring the Earth. The metrology of the astronomical megalithic yard reminds me of the latitude of Avebury and the fact that there are 5,280 feet in a mile. I see that both the megalithic yard and the astronomical megalithic yard are suspiciously close to the mathematical constant E. Euler's identity, which has been called the most beautiful theorem in mathematics, relates E to pi, imaginary numbers, unity, and the void. Like pi, e is a transcendental number. E is fundamental in science as the base of the natural logarithm, which, among many other things, is used to calculate the distribution of prime numbers. E is also fundamental in business. To understand this, imagine that you have an account with $100 that pays 100% interest per year. Fantastic. If the interest is credited once at the end of the year, you will have $200. If the same interest is compounded every 6 months, you will have $225. Compounding quarterly yields $244, and compounding monthly yields $261. With continuous compounding, the account yields $271.82, which is E times 100. When Google filed their initial public offering in 2004, the company announced its intention to raise exactly $E billion. In my opinion, E's importance is right up there with pi, phi, and 528. I discovered the following rationale for these constants, which is 99.9% accurate. Hugh Harleston had this to say about the pyramid complex in Teotihuacan, Mexico. Here was a design whose dimensional configurations provided accurate universal mathematical and other constants with a minimum of shared points, laid out to incorporate the values of pi, phi, and e. Perhaps the pyramid complex was an intended hint to latecomers to expand their consciousness for a clearer view of the cosmos and of man's relation to the whole.